Hey everyone, welcome to the channel, welcome to Rainbow Tarot UK. It's great to have you here tuning in and checking out my latest reading. So today we are doing, aren't we, what are their true thoughts and feelings today, right now. And we've got our three piles to choose from. We've got pile number 1, which is the Gilded Tarot and the little orange calcite here. Pile number 2, which is the Mystical Moments and the little Dalmatian Jasper. Pile number 3, which is the Lightseers Tarot and the White Howlite. So those are our three piles. Just as usual, take a moment, go for the pile that's calling for you. You know, never have to take a message as well that you're not happy with. If it doesn't resonate, it's not your message. And remember, it's timeless, so it's good for whenever you're finding it. But other than that, I'll see you in your reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 1, and welcome back to your reading. So today we are doing, what are their true thoughts and feelings of you today? So you chose to come in under the Gilded Tarot and the little orange calcite here. Beautiful stone, I love that stone. And before I get started, I am going to just take out some oracle cards. Just a reminder again, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates, You know the drill, leave the rest behind. And big thank you if you have subscribed, commented, liked, donated, all of that just really helps me to grow the channel and produce more readings like this one. So thanks ever so much for doing that. So let's get started. What is pile number 1's person's true thoughts and feelings about pile number 1 today? Please can you make that clear to me? I feel this one's poking out. Let's have a little look and see. Meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. Okay, so obviously they're doing a lot of thinking about you. These always remind me, these two fish, of the, and Pisces is an incredibly romantic sign. Probably the most romantic sign in the deck, actually. It just always has that kind of like, like that divine counterpart kind of quality to it. I don't know why with this card, always. New moon is like new, wiping the slate clean, new beginnings. So maybe this person is thinking about a new beginning or starting something new with you, and it might mean a wiping the slate clean. So maybe it's for some of you, maybe that is a getting back together or reconciliation or something like that. But they're doing a lot of thinking about the situation, I think, with this card here. Let's see what else we've got. What is pile number 1's person? What are their true thoughts and feelings for pile number 1 right now? What are their true thoughts and feelings for pile number 1 right now? Forget-me-nots. So maybe this is a reconciliation. Maybe they're wanting you not to forget them. Eternal memories. The best things in life are the people you've loved, the places you've seen, and the memories you've made along the way. That is an unknown quote on this beautiful card, and it's a forget-me-not. So maybe this person is doing a lot of thinking, a lot of meditating, thinking about you. Just for some of you, if you're in separation, hoping that you haven't forgotten them, maybe for some of you. There's a lot of memories. Maybe this is a part of reconciliation, returning, or somebody thinking about that. Maybe they sort of feel a strong bond with you, a connection in some way. But anyway, let's get our tarot out. What is pile number 1's person? What are their true thoughts and feelings for pile number 1 right now, please? Can you make it clear for me? So I feel we've got the moon. Yeah, so the moon is lots of things, but it is a depth of emotion, which I feel like goes with this fish here as well. It's very connected, I feel, to... and of course the moon card in the tarot is also Pisces energy. So I feel this person is probably doing a lot of dreaming about you. There might be a connection between the two of you. They might feel there's a strong bond between the two of you. But there may be, with the moon card here, something hidden, something secret. That can also be the moon energy. So maybe there's been some deception, something that has been hidden in some way. But all these things all these creatures are being guided by the moon, pulled in by the moon. I do feel like this person might be pulled in by you, or there's a lure to you. Could be an unpredictability to this situation, because obviously the moon controls and the tides that come in and come out. The moon is not a constant energy. The tides are not constant and they are governed by the moon. So what is part number one's person's true thoughts and feelings? Part number one right now. Four of Cups. I feel like they definitely are in, you know, a lot of you are in separation. The Chariot. What is part number one's thoughts, true thoughts and feelings today? Part number one's person's true thoughts and feelings of part number one today. What are they, please? Five of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. What are their true thoughts and feelings today? Two of Wands. And the overarching energy is Justice. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, this is a situation where you might be in separation. You're talking about, you know, how they're thinking and feeling in that separation. I feel like there's a lot of memories of you. There might be some regret here as well. I think the overarching energy is Justice, which is to bring things back into balance, is to put things right. This is also a legalities card in some ways. So there might be some legalities in this situation. You might actually be married to this person. You might be going through some legalities in the connection in some way, but it is essentially about, you know, creating a sense of fairness, a sense of balance, really. So I think this person overall is thinking, if you're in separation, I feel this person is thinking deeply about you. There is a sense of loss with the Five of Cups here. Five of Cups is somebody who is really focused in on the loss, really focused in on the heartache in some way. So it might be that they're thinking and feeling that you are focused on that. So this is like somebody who is only focused on the cups, the three cups here that have spilled, and they don't really see the two cups that are still there, the potential, if you like, or that they could just turn around and see two full cups rather than focusing on these three cups where the liquid has been spilt. So some say it's like crying over spilt milk, that kind of a feel to it, rather than just turning around. So there might be a bit of an energy of where they think that you are focused on maybe what's gone wrong in the situation, or they are focused on what's gone wrong in the situation. It could have been that there was some deception, or like I say, something hidden in the situation. Again, the Four of Cups is somebody not being interested. So it may be that they feel, I think they're feeling that you're not interested. I think that because the overarching energy is the Justice, which is about putting things right, bringing things back into balance, getting things back on track. But the Four of Cups is somebody who just can't. So there's these Four and Five of Cups is about people who can't really see the good in a situation anymore. They can't, even it might be there, but they're blind to it. They can't see it. And it could be why you have the Moon, which is things that are hidden. So it might be that they're feeling that you, you know, are not interested in this situation anymore. So you might be in separation from this person for a long time and they're thinking you've moved on, you're not interested. Or that they are feeling a certain sense of despondency, of disappointment, of unhappiness, where maybe they're having to hide their feelings, or they're not being they can't be open about how they're feeling. But they want to, remember the Chariot card here, I feel like they want to move, and the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like they want their luck to change in this connection. I feel like they want things to move forward. The Chariot is about moving forward, and again, interestingly, it's about balance. It's about being balanced as a person, because this Charioteer, which is often sometimes been referred to as the Emperor riding the Chariot, well, that Chariot could be pulled in either direction by these two Sphinxes here. You know, often in a traditional, in other decks, it's a kind of black and white Sphinx showing two polar opposites, you know, that could pull you in either direction. But you as a Charioteer have to take control and balance that out so that you can move forward in a, you know, direct way. So, and it's also very, very quick energy. So I feel like they have whatever disappointment or despondency or, you know, if somebody's feeling a bit low in the situation, because the Moon card can be somebody feeling a bit depressed, a bit low in spirits, and it comes right with the Five of Cups underneath it. They want to move out of that now. They're not. So, you know, if you've been in separation for a long time and you know, there's been some upset feeling, or you know, there's been a period of where you haven't properly, a period where you're not appreciating each other. I feel like they want that to change, because out of the Four of Cups, it's the Wheel of Fortune, and they want the wheel to be on the up. They want, the wheel is about going up and down. It's the cycles of life. And I feel out of this kind of like period of, not really recognising the good of the situation, the positives of the situation, they want to now have their luck to be changed. They want things to change. They want things to be positive, really. And they want to come towards you in a quick way. Now, it could be that they made a choice and it took them away from the situation with you. But they now want to put that choice right again, or they regret that choice. There's something about regret maybe in that choice that they might have made, because the Two of Wands can talk about choices. Clearly this person is moving towards, or is looking at two different poles, two different choices. But I feel like with the Justice card here, that if there was a sort of, or if you're in separation because there are choices to be made, I feel like this person is thinking and feeling that they want to make the right choice for you and them with the Justice card here, that they want to balance it out, that they haven't forgotten about you, they're hoping you haven't forgotten about them, that you've got a lot of memories, that there is this wiping the slate clean and beginning again. So I feel like this person does want to begin again. I feel like this is about reconciliation, actually. It might have been that it was in cycles before and that caused somebody to be discontented, or not recognise the full value of the connection. So they'd come in, they'd come out, they'd come in, they'd come out, and they wouldn't really properly appreciate it. But I think with the Justice card here, the Libran energy of balance, they don't, and it's very a strong sense of fairness. So if there was anything that was unfair going on in this situation, I feel like this person wants to put it right. They don't want that lack of fairness anymore. They certainly don't want to feel unhappy anymore. They want a sense of, the wheel turning in their favour. They want the wheel to turn in their favour, for there to be a sense of sort of luck in this situation where they can get what they want. And I think they want you, actually. But let's see what else we've got. Is there any other? I might get one of these. This is the Celtic Fairy. Tarot of Celtic Fairies. Let's see what is pile number one's person's thoughts and feelings today. Of pile number one. Oh, what is this one? So I'm not going to take all of those. I'm just going to take that one because I've seen it, which is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. So they might be doing a lot of dreaming, wishing, because this person is also dreaming, sitting under this tree, wishing. There might have been a lot of wishy-washy energy to this person as well. So there might have been somebody, again, that wasn't very concrete before. But I feel like now they're doing a lot of dreaming, a lot of daydreaming about the situation. That's why you've got the forget-me-nots. That's why you've got meditate and contemplate. They're doing a lot of dreaming. And I feel that there's a lot of regret. And maybe they made some poor choices. But interestingly, in this Seven of the Cups, normally in Seven of Cups you have a person trying to make a choice. But in this Seven of Cups, there is only one cup that she's offering him. This particular, I think there's a fairy or an elf. There's only one cup that she's offering him, and he's looking at it. So I feel like maybe this person is finally realising that you are the person that they want to be with, that you are that choice that they should have made maybe before. Maybe there's something like that, and that's how they're going to make it right, by sort of choosing the right thing. And I think they're feeling that might be you. Now, in terms of astrological signs, we've got the Moon, which is, again, Pisces energy, like I said. Four of Cups is Capricorn, 5 is Taurus. Two of Wands is the Libran energy. And the Chariots is Cancer energy. And Justice is obviously Libran again. So let's see if we've got anything else here. Let's see if we've got any other oracle cards. What is part number one's person's true thoughts and feelings today for part number one? What are their true thoughts and feelings today for part number one? I feel like these two are coming out. Look at the bigger picture full moon in Sagittarius. Take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. So yeah, like I feel like there's a lot of you are in separation here, and that there's a need for rest. There's a need to there's been a need to kind of contemplate, to figure things out. Maybe there was a lot of confusion in the connection before with the moon here. And there's a need to sort of figure things out. But if you are in separation, this person hasn't forgotten about you. They're just taking time to. I feel like they just need to take time to consider everything. And maybe there are choices in that period of separation. They had to make choices, or they're having to make choices. But they want to make the right choice, and I feel like they want to choose you. I feel like this is what's going on here with the Seven of Cups in this one. Maybe they moved towards two choices, but they now want to move towards you. That is what they are thinking and feeling right now. They want to move towards you. But let's see what else we have got. Let's see if we've got another one of these. Number. Actually, what I want to do. See what else. I'm going to do some more actually. What are pile number one's person's thoughts, true thoughts and feelings towards pile number one? Ace of Swords. Eight of Wands. Yeah, if there's been a period of stagnation or rest or recuperation, it was needed. Yeah, they did need that time, or you did need that time apart. But I feel it's allowed them to recognise the worth of the situation. That's what I feel has happened here. Oh, look. Okay. So we've got the Lovers, which again can talk about choice or choices that have been made, and the Star card. I feel that maybe in this situation, I feel like this is about reconciliation for a lot of you. And I feel that maybe somebody made a poor choice in this situation. Maybe somebody made a poor choice, which they regret now. And now what I think is happening is that they've had time to, the situation has been in separation, but this person hasn't forgotten about you. They see you, they've still got a strong connection to you. And I think with the Lovers card there is they see you as significant. They see you as very much a significant situation. With the Justice card being the overall energy, I feel like they want to put it right. And I feel like they're choosing you again. Now, whether you want to be with them, if they've gone off with somebody else, or they've gone off and done something, or they didn't put you first to begin with, then that's a whole another story about whether you would want to go back to somebody that's done that. But this person, their true thoughts of you today is that they want a brand new beginning based on honesty and truth. So there's been the confusion or lies or deceit in the past. They don't want that anymore. They maybe want you to look at the bigger picture if that's possible. So maybe not get caught up in the detail of maybe what was going on before. Eight of Wands is again a card of speed. So I think they do now want to pick up the speed and come towards you. And it's interesting that those cards move quite quickly. So they do want to do that. They see you as a significant situation. And the Star, which is about healing, which is about hope and healing. So I feel this person is got a lot of hope for this connection. They want it to be healed. They don't want you to forget about them. They want to put it right. They want to choose you this time. Maybe they were, sidetracked by another option or another choice or something. Just another situation that took them out of the connection with you. They didn't appreciate it. It was confused. There was a lot of cycles to it. It wasn't valued. But now I think they do actually want to value it. They do definitely want to value it, and they want a new beginning, a brand new beginning. Ace of Swords is a brand new, honest, truthful, open beginning. They might be able to see you. They might be checking you out on social media here with the Star card, looking at you, and that sort of thing, really. I definitely feel like they want hope, healing, putting it right, making the situation right, hoping that you haven't lost interest, hoping that you haven't forgotten about them. Wanting it to be the Two of Cups rather than focusing on what has gone on before in the past. Look at the bigger picture. Let's move on. What they're thinking is, let's move on from this. Let's move forward in a positive way. Let's see if we've got any message cards here for pile number one and their person. Any message cards on the true thoughts and feelings of pile number one's person right now. What's this one? The Phoenix. Well, the Phoenix rises from the ashes, doesn't it? New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Yeah, I feel like this person's maybe had their period apart or time apart, and they feel that this connection could be the Phoenix rising from the ashes. Obviously, that's down to you, as you know, depending on what might have gone on here, as to whether you would want that. But I feel that this is what their true thoughts and feelings are. There's a strong sense of wanting to put it right, really, here. Stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. Maybe something happened like that here. That's kind of what I was saying before with the moon and stuff. Maybe you got stabbed in the back. Maybe they feel they got stabbed in the back. But maybe what they're saying is, and that's hard, you know, that if you feel that there's that sense of betrayal, I think that's what I was saying, you know, that has gone on for you. That might be hard for you to come back from that. But I think from their point of view, they are wanting to look at the bigger picture, and for them that means let's look at the potential still that is in this and move on and move forward. But if it's been too difficult for you, pile number one, you might not be interested in that. What else have we got? One more card for pile number one and their person. Always do what's right for you. Obviously, always do what feels comfortable for you. Because somebody, you know, if you've had a situation and it's been really hard, it's been really testing, it's been really challenging, it's been really painful, or somebody hasn't valued you and they've shown you that in their repertoire of behaviour, they might come back to you and say, well, I've done all this healing, I've done all this work, I want us to move forward again. But it's difficult, isn't it? If you've been on the receiving end of that, it's difficult for you to move forward on that, isn't it? Or for the person who's been really wounded to move forward in that. And it's always a choice, you know, you've got a choice. And if you do make that choice to go with somebody who's behaved in that way, then you need to be really discerning, and you need to make them prove over a long period of time that their talk matches their walk, if you know what I mean. Passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. So there you go, pile number one. That's been your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number two, and welcome back to your reading. So today we're doing, what are their true thoughts and feelings today about you and the connection? You chose to come into the reading with this little Dalmatian Jasper there, and the Mystical Moments Tarot. So let's look at that in a minute, but let's get some oracle cards first. Oh, I'm not going to take those because I haven't asked the question yet. So let's do that first. Big thank you if you've subscribed, shared, liked, commented, donated. So lovely. So thanks ever so much for doing that. And it just mainly means that I know what you like, and I can carry on doing readings like this one. So if you feel like you want to subscribe, then please do. But anyway, let's get to it. So what is pile number two's person's true thoughts on and feelings today of pile number two? What are their true thoughts and feelings today of pile number two? So that one seems to be coming out. Let's have a look and see. We have take time to breathe out. Now, interestingly, this came out in pile number one, and I kind of knew, I sort of knew that one of those cards was going to come out, and it's this one. Take time to breathe out. So this might be a connection that's in separation, or that needs to pause, that needs to have a little bit of a break, or it's a bit stressful and you need to just remember to breathe, because it's take time to breathe out, disseminating, move, just to relax in some way. So it could be a bit of tension in this situation, just for some of you, maybe. Let's have a look, what else have we got? Or maybe they feel there's some tension, or they need time out, or they need a break. They need to calm it down a bit, or something like that. So what is, or that you need a break, or that you are actually on a break. What is pile number two's person's thoughts and feelings of pile number two? You both need to take a step back, maybe. Pile number two's person's thoughts and feelings today, their true thoughts and feelings today of pile number two. Lilac, first emotions of love. Love is the magician that pulls man out of his own hat. And that is by somebody called Ben Hecht. First emotions of love. So maybe, this is the other way of reading this, is a situation where, you know, you really like them, they really like you. And it's kind of, you know, like when you first like someone, you get really, you know, it's sort of really stressful, and, you know, you don't know if you're coming or going, there's all those kind of butterflies, and it's very exciting, but, you know, it makes you feel kind of really hyper, and maybe they just need to relax a little bit, because they've got these first emotions of love. They've got this kind of little crush, maybe for some of you, so there might be a little bit of a crush pile. But anyway, let's see. So, what is pile number 2's person's true thoughts and feelings today of pile number 2, please? Please, can you make it clear to me? Please, can you make it clear to me? I thought that one wants to come out. 5 of Cups. I like this one. Ace of Wands. I like that one. The Emperor. Right. And then the overarching energy is Justice. Now, it's interesting. You might want to listen to pile number 1. This Justice card came out as the overarching energy for pile number 1 as well. I'm just going to put that there. So, how am I thinking and feeling at the moment? There seems to be a sense of loss. Or maybe with the 5 of Cups, this person has their back. Maybe just for some of you, this person likes you. They feel stirrings of love, but you've got your back to them at the minute. So they feel like you're not interested at the minute. But the 5 of Cups can also be about crying over spilt milk in some way, or not being able to see. You know, this girl is focused on these 3 flowers that have fallen in the water, but she's still got these 2 flowers here on her branch. And then normally in the 5 of Cups, it's like someone focused on 3 cups in front of them that have spilt, but there's 2 cups that are full still behind them, which is the potential. And it's like the 2 of Cups, which is all about union, friendship, relationship. You know, it's connection, the 2 of Cups. So I think that they could be that this person has a bit of one reading is that they have a bit of a crush on you, they like you, but I don't think you're interested with your back here. You're focused on something else. That's what they're thinking. Or you're not in, you know, you can't see them in some way. You just can't see them. But they want this Ace of Wands, this passionate beginning with you, this brand new beginning with you, and they're strategizing. With the Emperor card here, they're making plans, they're strategizing about how to do that. Because that is what the Emperor does. It makes plans, it makes strategies in some way. And there's a lot of attraction, there's a lot of passion towards you. Now, it could be as well that you're in, the other way of reading it is you're in separation from this person, that there's been some upset, somebody's hurt, or both of you are hurt in this situation. But there's a focus on the hurt, again, rather than the actual potential maybe that there still could be in the connection. And they are thinking, look, let's just have a break with the disseminating moon here. Let's just take time to chill, to take a step back, because but not to completely give up on the situation, not to completely let it go. I still feel love in this connection. I still feel attraction in this connection. There's still a lot of passion, a lot of energy, a lot of vibrancy to this connection. There's still a new beginning here in this situation. But you know, we need to just detach a little bit at the moment. Maybe it's something like we're on pause rather than we have completely split up in this situation, because there is still all this fire here. There is still all this attraction, there's still all this passion, this energy, and the overarching energy is the Justice, which is to bring it into balance, to bring it back, to level it out, to even it out. So it might be for some of you that this is either a crush situation, and they don't think you're interested, but they are very passionate towards you, and they're trying to make plans and strategies because they feel these stirrings of love towards you, this attraction towards you, and their overarching aim is to balance it out, to make it right, to bring it out into the open, to correct it, and to get your attention in some way. But if it's not a crush situation, it's a separation, which it might be for some of you, or reconciliation. This person, I don't feel like this person feels like it's a complete breakup. I feel like they still think there's potential in this. It's more like a pause for them. That maybe they need time just to kind of like get their thoughts together, get themselves together, come up with a plan, something like that. But they essentially want to put things right again with the Justice card here. Now, in terms of astrological signs, the Five of Cups, that is Scorpio energy. Ace of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Emperor is always Aries, and Justice is Libra energy. So those are just some of the astrological signs that I'm seeing here. Let's see what else we've got. I might actually do those ones. So can you please tell me, what is pile number 2's person's, I'm not going to take that yet. I haven't fully asked the question. What is pile number 2's person's true thoughts and feelings today for pile number 2? What are their true thoughts and feelings today for pile number 2? 3 of Wands. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. What are their true thoughts and feelings? The Star. And the Knight of Wands. Okay, so yeah, I mean, they definitely, if it's a separation situation, they're not thinking this is a separation that is leading to absolute end for them. That's what they are thinking. It's not like that for them. There is a sense of waiting and a sense of, so it's a reconciliation, something like that. There's a sense of needing time out, needing to just collect themselves, to gather themselves, to get a little bit of energy, to just, but they feel with the Three of Wands here that there's work that's been put into this situation. They're not willing to give up on that, but they need to just have a little bit of a break, just a little bit of a pause, something like that. They do want to come back towards it slowly, the Knight of Pentacles. There is slow moving energy, but the overall energy is the Knight of Wands is quite fast, actually. So I'm feeling that they need time to, almost like, I think they just need a break. They feel like they need a bit of space. I think that's what I'm getting in this. They need a bit of space, because sometimes that can happen in relationships, you know. You need a bit of time apart, you need a bit of space, you need to think about things, you need to gather, I keep getting this phrase, gather themselves a little bit. I feel like that's what's happening here, and that's why you've got the Knight of Pentacles. So underneath this potential that's still in the situation with the Ace of Wands is the Knight of Pentacles, which is a very slow movement heading towards back to that. So I don't think this person has any intention of leaving this situation completely. They're not interested in doing that. They still see it as, you know, if there's something that's happened in it, they want healing with the Star card here. They want a sense of hope back. And they might be strategizing in this period of separation, strategizing and planning for that with the Emperor card here, making plans, trying to work out how they're going to get the situation back, how they're going to heal it, how they're going to make it whole again. They might be looking at you from a distance as well with the Star card here. If you're on social media, they've got access to your social media, they'll be looking at you, checking you out. You might be quite big on social media here. The overarching energy is the Knight of Wands, which is, again, a passionate new beginning. Knights are about action. So there is action here with a lot of their thoughts and feelings, but I feel like at the moment there needs to be a pause. But when they decide to take that action, it will be quick. That's kind of what I'm feeling. When they decide to make that action, take that action, it's going to be quick. They're going to come quickly towards you. But at the moment, I just feel that they're feeling like they need space. Now, if it's a crush situation, they are they feel this sense of attraction to you, but they're not ready to move just yet. They're not ready to move on it just yet. They're still looking at you, because this person, I feel like this person is looking at this person. I feel like this person below is looking at her, but she's got her back to him. They've both got their back to each other, actually. So it might be a crush situation where neither of you are sort of letting on to the other that you like them. That might be why you're having this reading. But this person, I feel like this person doesn't know how you're feeling either, and that's why they need to be cautious when they come forwards towards you. They're not willing to do it quickly, not willing to make a fool of themselves, and not willing to seem stupid or silly or be rejected. A lot of people don't want that, really, do they? If they're going to make the trouble to make a move towards somebody, the last thing you want to be is rejected. So you want to really plan that out. I feel like this person is really thinking about how they're going to do that. But they see you in a very elevated way with the Star card here. I feel they see you in a very attractive way. You shine for them. You do shine brightly. And then when they make that decision, it will be quick, because they have got a lot of passion. What's underneath here? I feel like this is their judgment. They want a new beginning, a new rising up, and they want it to be stable. So we've got this Knight of Wands. So when they make the decision to act, they'll be acting quickly and with passion. They want a new beginning with you, a rising up, a call. That's almost like a call to action. So it'll be like when they make the decision, it'll be like they'll be called, they'll feel called to do it. They'll feel like this is the time that I'm going to do it. I'm going to take action right now. This is the right time to do it. If it's a reconciliation, it'll be a call to action to elevate the situation again, to make it better, to make it right, with a view for it to being stable and solid and secure, because underneath that you've got the King of Pentacles, which is all about stable, secure, solid, committed energy. So that is kind of what I'm feeling for you, part number 2. So let's see, in terms of astrological signs, the 3 of Wands, that is Aries energy again. Knight of Pentacles is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The Star is Aquarius. Knight of Wands is Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. So those are just some of the astrological signs here. But let's have a look and see if we've got any more. Let's have a look and see if we've got one of these cards. So this is I've had this deck a long time, but I haven't really used it. It's the Tarot of the Celtic Fairies. It's got some strange imagery on it. I think that's probably why I haven't always used it. But I saw it the other day in my little box and I thought, oh, let's get it out. Okay, so what are number 2's person's true thoughts and feelings? What are they? The Hierophant. Yeah, I mean, the Hierophant, it goes with the King of Pentacles. That is commitment. I do feel like this person wants to move into commitment. What are their true thoughts and feelings right now? They may be, as a person, somebody who's in charge, with the Emperor here. They may be very recognised, established, valued in their community, with the Hierophant here. A lot of people might look to them for guidance, might trust their opinion. I feel like this person's got a lot of social standing, or maybe I think you have. You know, that people look to you for guidance and support and direction and mentoring and that kind of stuff. What is part number 2's person's true thoughts? They're a respected person, I feel. Or maybe they think you're a respected person in the community, or in the community you're in. Oh, now we've got the Devil. That's interesting. And then we've got Death. The Devil and Death. So I feel like you might be, and at the bottom of that we've got the King of Swords. I feel like somehow, I'm just getting, with the Devil card here, you might be a bit of a temptation for them. They may be thinking about you a lot. The Devil is something that, an energy, which is sort of like a bit of an obsessive energy, an addictive energy, really. I feel like they're thinking about you a lot with the Devil here. They may be obsessively thinking about you. Maybe they're seeing as you a huge that you might be a huge temptation. There might be some fears, and that might be why they have to take time to breathe out. There might be some fears in coming towards you, because the Devil can be about limiting beliefs and limiting beliefs, really, allowing them to control us. So around a sort of moving into a transformative period with you, either where they're coming forwards towards you, because death is about change and transformation, or a sort of a period of reconciliation. There are some fears around that might be holding them back, and that might be why we have the slow movement and the waiting at the moment. They need to kind of work things out. But they want commitment. I think their end game is commitment, with the Justice card, with the Hierophant, with the King of Pentacles that was underneath here. Their end game is commitment, solid, stable commitment. But they might be being held back a bit here by their fears, their insecurities, not wanting to seem foolish, not wanting to be rejected, obviously. But they may be thinking about you obsessively a lot. There may have been, for some of you in the past, if this is about reconciliation, some poor behaviour here, with the Devil card here, because it goes with the Justice, the overarching energy being the Justice of putting things right. So maybe they did some things that were wrong, and they want to change that with the Death card. They want to transform that. So maybe they weren't committed before. Maybe they were, just all about themselves, quite selfish, doing what they want, not really considering you. But now, it's right in the middle of the Hierophant, which is commitment, and Death, which is change and transformation. They want to kind of change that in some way. Okay, so Hierophant is Taurus energy, Devil is Capricorn, and Death is Scorpio energy. Okay, so let's see if we've got any message cards for you. Any message cards for pile number 2 and their person right now, please, on their true thoughts and feelings for pile number 2. Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning expansion, new phase, preparing for union. I mean, that preparing for union is the quote that I would say here. Yeah, there is preparation going on. There's a need for pausing, waiting, and preparing so that they can move forwards with you or towards you. What is part number 2's person's true thoughts and feelings? Any messages? Someone wants to come out. Hammer. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. So there might be some self-sabotage here with Devil card. They, like I say, limiting themselves. You know, and that might be why there's delays or waiting or slow movement, you know, because there's a lot of self-sabotage with this person possibly about moving forward, and they need a lot of time to kind of get over all of that or move or work on that in some way. Wedding rings. Oh my goodness, pile number 2. Take that as it resonates. Union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. I feel like this person with the justice, because that is a legal, you know, that can sometimes be a legal thing. In a relationship leading, that can sometimes indicate marriage. Hierophant is about commitment. King of Pentacles is about commitment. And obviously a wedding ring are the obvious symbols of a sort of traditional committed connection. But anyway, pile number 2, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 3, and welcome back to your reading. So you have chosen to come into our reading on true thoughts and feelings today of your person under the Lightseers Tarot and the White Tower Light. The beautiful White Tower Light there. Gorgeous. You can see it there. Yeah, so before we do our tarot, I'm going to do some oracle cards here. Big thank you if you've shared, subscribed, commented, liked, donated. It's such a lovely thing to have that on my channel and to have you do that for me. Really helps the channel to grow. I so appreciate it. So yeah, just a big thanks for that. And it also just gives me a sense of what you like really and what readings to do for the future. So thanks ever so much for doing that. So anyway, let's ask what excuse me, our pile number 3's person's true thoughts and feelings right now for pile number 3. I feel like that one wants to come out. Let's see what this says. This says, oh, expect powerful change, a new moon eclipse. Wow. Expect powerful change. So maybe this is a situation where you've been waiting on something. All these rainbow colours coming out from underneath that new moon eclipse. So expect powerful change. Okay, let's see what that is. Anything? How is so maybe expect powerful change from them, and their behaviour, their way of thinking, something like that. Or they're getting ready to change. New moons are all about new starts, wiping the slate clean. What are their true thoughts and feelings? What's pile number 3's person's true thoughts and feelings today? For part number 3. Did I say number 2? I beg your pardon, I said number 2. Let's do that again. What are part number 3's person's true thoughts and feelings today? For part number 3. Okay. Let's see what that is. This is the Gerbera daisy. I love Gerberas. Purity, cheerfulness, and innocence. The present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you're attentive, you will see it. So this is the Gerbera, beautiful Gerbera flower, Gerbera daisy. So Gerbera and daisy maybe, or it's called the Gerbera daisy. I know the Gerbera flower, and obviously I know the daisy flower, but this is the Gerbera daisy. Okay, so maybe purity, innocence, that always reminds me of new beginnings. Purity and innocence always reminds me of children, and children are young. You know, they're joyful. So maybe this person is thinking of you as a new start or a powerful change for them, or something that's going to be really, yeah, purity is newness, isn't it? It's beginnings. So maybe this person is thinking of a new beginning with you, or a start with you, or reconciliation with you, or something like that. Certainly thinking very positively about you. Something about wiping the slate clean, or beginning again, or beginning in some way. Let's have a look and see. Let's get our tarot out. So how is part number 3's person? What are their true thoughts and feelings today for part number 3, please? 10 of Wands. What are their true thoughts and feelings for part number 9 of Wands? That makes me feel sequences. 10, 9 going down. Okay, what are their true thoughts? Feelings today, the Fool for part number 3, and the overarching energy is the 9 of Cups. Right, I think this might be for a lot of you. You're inquiring about somebody that you may have left or that may have left you. With the 10 of Wands here. The 10 of Wands is, well, the 10 of Wands is about feeling weighed down and burdened, but this person's packed up and gone. You know, she's on her way, really. So maybe some of you have gone, or the situation has come into separation, or it's very heavy. Maybe the energy of the situation is very heavy, because the 10 and the 9 of Wands are quite, the 10 of Wands is about feeling really weighed down. With a lot of responsibilities, really weighed down, things being very heavy, a bit like this poor donkey. Is it a donkey or is it an oxen? Anyway, it's very weighed down with all of these bags. Makes me feel very sorry for the animal. And then this is the 9 of Wands. Well, the 9 of Wands is a very defensive energy. So maybe this is something that's come into separation, and it has a lot of heavy energy to it. It's got a lot of defensive energy to it. There are some barriers to it, and that might be why. So this person is maybe thinking and feeling that you are like that, possibly that you are not feeling positive about the connection, or not feeling, or maybe feeling weighed down by the connection, or ready to, if you haven't already, ready to get up and go and walk away from the connection, or it's a connection where it is weighed down in terms of it being able to emerge, really. There are lots of things around it that's preventing it from emerging. That could be it as well. It has to, with this kind of 9 of Wands, I feel like there's sort of like some defensive energy. So maybe they're thinking that you are quite defensive. You are standing strong. You're not interested, maybe. Or you can, you're independent. You've got a very strong, this girl here, she's a very beautiful girl here, is very standing strong and independent, holding her own light. So there's a sense of these two women, getting on with it, moving on, not letting things defeat them, being strong. So maybe they're thinking that you are very strong in yourself. You've got a very strong energy to you. You're not going to be challenged by anything. And they, maybe if it was a connection before, you left because it wasn't treating you properly, it wasn't treating you right, and maybe what the thing is now is that they want this brand new beginning with you, a new start, where it goes back to the beginning in some way, because we've also got the Fool card. So that is a new beginning, and that is a brand new beginning, but it's a risky one. It's where you've got to take a few risks, really. So maybe this person is thinking this might be a bit of a risk for me to go back to this situation, because pile number 3 may rebuff me. They may not be interested in me. Or they might have, walked away and just are standing strong now. They're getting on with their own life. They're independent. They're completely independent. So it is a risk, but it's a risk that I am willing to take. And the Fool is also, and it goes with this kind of purity, cheerfulness and innocence, because the Fool is the innocent card of the deck. Because at the very beginning, it's the 0 card. It's the Fool's journey that travels through the major arcana. And they start off with such purity, such innocence, enthusiasm that you have with children, not fully realising or recognising all the risks that they could, and all the dangers, as well as the wonderful things that they encounter along the way, along their journey. But this energy is a brand new beginning, and I feel like this person wants to have this brand new beginning. They know it's going to be risky. They know it's going to take a leap of faith, because The overarching energy is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment. So I feel like they're seeing you as a wish fulfillment. They're seeing this connection as a risk. And that might be why it's got expect powerful change, because maybe they weren't like that before. Maybe this connection, you left this connection, or you separated from this connection because it was heavy, it weighed you down, it wasn't valuing you. You literally had to get up and move, away from it. And the expect powerful change is that they are coming back in a new, or they feel they are coming back in a new way, wanting a whole new start with you that is literally wiping the slate clean. That's how they are thinking and feeling, because they believe you are a wish fulfillment, you make them very happy, or they're thinking that you make them very happy. So in terms of astrological signs, we've got the Ten of Wands, and that is Sagittarius energy. So is the Nine of Wands, actually. And the Nine of Cups, that is Pisces energy. Yeah. So I'm just going back to this quote here, because it says, the present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it. So I feel like this person with this Nine of Cups here, this is such a joyful image, isn't it? And it actually goes very well with the colours. They're very similar colours. I feel like they're thinking that this could be really joyful again, this connection. It could be really happy, and I want you to see it. You might be at the moment, they might be thinking you wouldn't be able to see that because maybe of what's gone on before. You might have every reason to feel that way, pile number 3. But they want you to see the potential, the joy in it again, that they see. They want you to open what they think is opening your eyes to that. You might have another way of seeing it, but that's how they are viewing it. That's their true thoughts and feelings on it. So what else have we got here? What are pile number 3's person's true thoughts and feelings towards pile number 3 and the connection right now? What are their true thoughts and feelings? I mean, maybe you might say, because it's just come to my mind, you might say, well, they're being a little bit naive. Maybe they're being a little bit naive to think that after things that might have gone on, that this could start up again, that this could happen again. So you might be approaching it from that. They may think that you think that, this is some sort of naivety, based on everything that's gone on, that you think that this could just begin and start up from that we could just wipe the slate clean of everything that has happened. So there might be something like that as well for some of you. Yeah, Queen of Swords. How are they thinking? What are their true thoughts and feelings today for pile number 3? True thoughts and feelings today for pile number 3. Queen of Pentacles. I'm just going to move these up so we've got some room. True thoughts and feelings today for pile number 3. 3 of Pentacles. The overarching energy is Temperance. Yeah. So it says to me, I feel like you did leave. I feel like for some of you, you did actually leave, because this Ten of Wands is literally a depiction of this particular Ten of Wands is somebody getting up and going, packing all their stuff, and they're off. And it's the Queen of Swords underneath it, which is somebody who's closed their heart off emotionally. So maybe you left a situation because you had to, because it was a form of self-preservation or self-protection, or you just couldn't stay in it. It just wasn't giving you what you needed, really. And you had to be this Queen of Swords, which is, I love the Queen of Swords. She's very thoughtful. She's very intelligent. She's extremely clever. She has had to protect her heart. She's a card that has to protect her heart, because she's been very hurt in the past, and that is why she chooses to do that. So that she is, her heart is closed, really, and it's usually closed, like most people normally close off their heart if they've had a lot of disappointment and bad treatment. Then it's a self-preservation thing, isn't it, to close your heart off. You're not going to carry on continuously going into situations if people aren't treating you right. You have to, if you haven't kind of healed that properly, then one way of dealing with it is to completely protect yourself and close yourself off, because how else are you going to cope with all of that? So I feel like that's kind of what the Queen of Swords is, but I feel like they are wanting, what I think they are wanting you to be is a bit more open, really. Because the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is very nurturing, actually. She's very nurturing, she's very loving, she's very caring, she's very family orientated, she's very work orientated, like the Queen of Swords. I mean, the Queen of Swords is very career orientated. She's very bright and into her career. But the Queen of Pentacles is too, but she's also very family orientated, very soft, very nurturing, very loving. So her heart is more open. She's also solid and stable. Her heart is more open. So I think underneath the Nine of Wands, where they see you as maybe being a bit defensive, is that they are hoping and wanting you to be more loving, more caring, more nurturing. Now again, that's up to you whether you want to do that based on what might have happened to cause you to close off your hearts to them. Yeah, so that this is what they are. This is their true thoughts. They see you as somebody that they would want to settle with, want to have a stable, solid and settled connection with. And they definitely want to collaborate. So they want this brand new beginning, and they want it to be, they want it. The Three of Pentacles is about collaboration. It's about working with you. It's about connecting up with you again. So if you're in, so maybe they weren't collaborative before, and that might be, what I'm getting from this card is that you might be stunned when they come back to you in this kind of evolved way, or what they are presenting as an evolved way based on what you might have had before. And them sort of saying that they want this brand new beginning, and that's why you've got to expect powerful change, new moon and eclipse. It's like a miracle. It's kind of something. It's got something to do with that, something like that. But they want balance. I mean, temperance is balance. They want a balance. They want healing. They want healing, balance. It might mean that they know that they need to tweak a lot. There's a lot of, because this is like an alchemical process, isn't it? Where you're mixing and blending to get the right balance, to get the right. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the land. Doing this process that brings things together, all the different elements together to create a balance. And I think that's what they are wanting. That they know that there might be that process that you have to go through to get to the balance if there wasn't a balance before. But that is their wish. Their wish is for that to happen, for them to be with you and for you to have a balanced connection, and for you to reconcile and be together, really. In terms of astrological signs, the Queen of Swords could be Aquarius and Gemini and Libra. Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Three of Pentacles is Capricorn energy, and Temperance is Sagittarius energy. So there you go. That's just some of the astrological signs. But let's see what else we've got. So I've got my this is my Tarot of the Celtic Fairies, and I was saying in pile number 2 that this is a deck that I've had for quite a while, but I've not actually used it because some of the images are quite sort of strange. But I came across it and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to get it out and get a feel for it. So here we are, we're using that today. So let's see. What are pile number 3's true thoughts and feelings today? What else have we got? What have we got? Seven of Cups, Seven of Cauldrons. What else have we got? No. What else have we got? We've got Page of Stones is the Page of Pentacles. So much to the bottom of the deck. And the King of Cauldrons, which is the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is obviously a very loving energy. I feel like this person is feeling, catching on again to feelings for you, or they do have a lot of feelings for you. I feel like they're choosing you. So the Seven of Cups is normally a card where you have a lot of different choices and there's a lot of daydreaming to it and dithering. But this particular depiction shows this man or fairy parting the bushes, and this fairy is giving him that one cup and he can see it. So there's a sort of like, I feel like they want there to be an exchange of feelings between you, and that you choose each other. There's a choosing of each other here. This fairy is giving him that cup of love. He has parted the bushes and he's seen her and he's looking at her. So I feel like they want you to somehow choose each other again. I feel that's what I'm feeling here. And with the Page of Stones, again, that's a new beginning, a tangible new beginning here. Something solid. And with the King of Cups here, I just feel like it's that they are, I feel like you really fill their cup up emotionally. I feel like emotionally that maybe they didn't realise that before, they didn't appreciate that before, I don't know, but I think at the moment they really feel that you feel they've worked out that you really feel up their cup emotionally, and they really want to work at getting the connection back or being in the connection again. And for it to be equal, for it to be an equal exchange, a give and take exchange of emotions and feelings, really. But anyway, let's see if we've got some message cards to finish off the reading for pile number 3. Any messages from pile number 3's person on their true thoughts and feelings? What's that one? Date. Meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plan and set a date. Maybe this person wants to have a date with you, or wants to connect with you and have a date with you, you know, and that will be the start of the process of this kind of beginning with you. Wants to ask you out on a date. Mask. Not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. Maybe that was what went on before, maybe something like that went on in the connection. Now, if somebody has done that, pile number 3, you know, if you've had someone, certainly if you've had someone who's gaslighted, not show their real feelings, you know, they on their own journey might do lots of healing. But you never have to take someone back if they have treated you badly like that. Never. I would never, that, you know, never do that. Never take someone back. Certainly if there's been gaslighting or any, you know, with the 10 of Wands here, you know, you might have had every reason, if this is what's happened to you, you might have had every reason to leave this situation and close your heart off to them. So even though, and it's good for them if they've gone through a healing process, if they've evolved, if they've changed, but that doesn't mean that you have to take them back. You know, because if someone's treated you like that before, then that shows that they've got the capability to treat someone in that way. And yes, it's great if they've gone through their own healing, but you know, you yourself don't have to go back into any situation where somebody has not treated you well, irrespective of this reading or any other reading. Let's see what we've got from pile number 3's person. Any true thoughts and feelings? You know, relationships, you know, you go into a relationship, you know, both of you are going in there, aren't you, to have a balanced, equal, where you're both pouring into each other, you're both giving to each other in equal ways. It's not about somebody taking, and it's certainly not about somebody consistently treating you badly and with no respect. Okay, what else have we got here? Camera. Reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. Not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, person, boundaries, still angry. So that might be, you know, somebody, I feel like it might be you. You might be, you know, you might quite rightly have had your boundaries up in this situation, but from this person's point of view, they are wanting a new beginning. They are wanting balance. They are feeling that they can offer you love. They are feeling that they can offer you that you are a wish fulfillment for them, that they can offer you a brand new beginning. They want to collaborate with you, but you know, you need to be discerning. If something's happened in this situation that has really been wrong, you know, poor behaviour, then you need to be really discerning about whether that's someone you want to let in again, despite whether they want to come back or not. But anyway, pile number 3, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.